Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're joined by one of the fastest rising stars in the game today. Fresh off of becoming CCW Women's Champion, an elite athlete that went from dominating pole vaulting to dominating in the ring. The 1% of the 1%. That's right, we got Kristin Blaze. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on! Kristin Blaze. Oh my goodness. You know what? Before I jump in, because Ariel always tells me I have a bad habit of just like going on.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Primos for Life. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys?
Fantastic. All smiles over here, so we cannot complain.
Perfect.
Yeah. But man, okay, Kristin. So the one thing that I do want to say before we jump into our questions and stuff like that, first of all, I think it's awesome how like timing works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when we first met, we met back in, I believe in December in Tampa, saw your match with J-Rod.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And, you know, as I've been watching you in CCW, I was like, man, there's something here, man. She's incredible. The way she, especially like the character heel work that you do, like you really captivate the crowd, and it's your matches are truly engaging. Plus, obviously, the physical skills that you demonstrate in the ring too is fantastic.
Thank you.
But the reason why I bring up timing is because when we spoke, you know, you were kind of like building up, knocking down each competitor as you went, but most recently, you have been able to capture the CCW Women's Championship, dethroning Nikki Blackheart. And based on what I've been able to see on all the videos and everything, fortunately, I was not able to be there live, but what a match. What a match.
Yeah, it was a battle in the ring. Let me tell you that. But you know, Nikki Blackheart, I'll always give her flowers. She's a force of nature, that girl. She's a hell of an athlete. She's a hell of an athlete, and it was a pleasure. You know, so I wish her well. I wish her the best, and I wish her the best of luck wherever how her future goes. And I'm extremely happy for her. So, but yeah, I took the title, and it was a hell of a fight. It was a great match, and it was. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
Yeah. No,
I worked days off.
Well, I mean, from everything I've heard, Eddie said that you've earned and deserved this. So, you know, start off by congratulations to you for doing that, for putting in the time and the work and everything that you have to do to achieve, you know, championship status in this industry. So we understand, you know, we know nothing outside of what we see and of course the interviews that we've done, but we do know that this is not the easiest of things to get into. So for you to be at that level, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And wear it well, and hopefully you wear it for a long time.
Fingers
crossed.
And I know Nikki's gonna have one hell of a future too. So it's, you know, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, but you're on your way because, you know, the reason why I say that is because, you know, based on everything that we've been able to research and find out about you, because that's the beauty about the Primos for Life podcast. The way our approach is, we want our primos and primas, which we call our listeners, to go ahead and learn about you. And that's why we set up our questions the way that we do. So that way, when someone tunes in, they know, oh, okay, this is who this person is. This is their background. This is where they came from, et cetera, et cetera. But based on what we've seen, I mean, very, very young career. You got Rookie of the Year at CCW last year. And then fast forward a few months later, now you're champion. It's like, whew, we can't wait to dive into this conversation and really get this full story and just really get a better understanding of who Kristin Blaze is. Now, Arielito, go ahead, give Kristen the breakdown. Let her know how we run things here on Primos for Life.
Fantastic. Christian, well, before I go into the breakdown, once again, just want to say thank you for your time. We
Yeah,
really, really appreciate it. We understand time is very valuable, doing what you do and then possibly having to work other things like so to give us even just 45 minutes an hour whatever you can, we really truly appreciate it. Thank
yeah.
you
Thank
humbly
you,
once again.
and thank you guys again.
Eddie and I always have what we call our staple question sandwich. We start with the same question, we end with the same question, and then we load up everything in between.
Mhm.
So we're going to shoot back and forth, and then we will come to you. Obviously, said questions. Sound good?
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So our first question is, what is your first memory of wrestling? The match, the federation, the stipulations. Was it a specific thing or was it more so just an amalgam of things? Eddie always goes back to the debut of Kane in the WWE. And I just always remember when I was really, really young, like 4 years old, watching wrestling with my grandfather in our living room in the Bronx. So
Mhm.
what was yours?
So, it's funny. I guess I didn't have, the same type of background as everybody else. I didn't grow up watching wrestling. I, now that I'm in the industry, I wish I did, dang, but I, I didn't watch wrestling. I mean, don't get me wrong, I knew who, like, The Rock was, I knew who John Cena was or Roman Reigns, but I didn't watch it religiously. And then everything kinda changed when I did get an Instagram DM, from the WWE because I was previously a college athlete, I was a pole vaulter. So I guess my first memory with wrestling was getting an Instagram DM and saying, "What? This can't be. This absolutely cannot be." And then I went along with my day. I was like, "Ah, like, it can't be real." So and then I looked back at it, I read it, so and it was basically saying like, "Hey, Kristen, I'm the recruiter. We want to invite you to a tryout." So I did the tryout,
Mm,
and then I made it back to the callback at the performance center, and
okay.
everything kind of happens for a reason. I mean, it didn't work out at the time, but it led me to CCW. So my first um training wrestling experience was just walking into CCW. It was a Wednesday morning, which is like, at the time, like the job that I had, I worked like a split shift, so I only had like 3 hours in between in my day, and I
Hmm.
needed to I tried training within like, in those 3 hours. So it was like a small practice, or training session, shall I say, and it was with me and Gangrel, and it was just like a whole, like, learning the law of the land, like, what am I about to get into?
Right.
Yeah.
That was a little wordy, but that's the honest
No.
truth there.
Listen, we do not mind because the more information you give us, the more we get to learn about you. Like Eddie said,
Yeah.
we want to peel back that curtain and show that you're not just the persona that you are in the ring. So this is no, that's great, fantastic. Do not need to
Yeah, please. No,
apologize.
that's awesome. But actually, you said something really interesting. So you were a Division 1 athlete, pole vaulter.
Mhm.
So I guess my question is, what made you take that leap into wrestling? Like, what clicked in your head to be like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot.
The Instagram DM. That's I wanted
Well,
to
I mean,
yeah, like, that was I was like, "Okay," like, heck yeah, because it was towards the end of my college career, and I was trying to pursue pole vaulting professionally or, like,
okay,
independently after college, um, but again, I think everything happens for a reason. Right when I was ending, I got that Instagram DM, and I was like, let's give this a shout, and I
yeah,
felt and during, like, the tryouts, it was like a little sneak peek of what the wrestling industry is all about, and I was like, "I
Mhm.
think I could do this. I know I could do this. Let's give it a go."
okay,
And if it's in the stars, it's meant for me, and then, I found CCW 20 minutes away from my house, so I was like, "Oh my god, like, I could definitely do this," and that's what that's what made that's what made the click, and that's what planted the seed for my wrestling career.
Wow.
wow,
Yeah.
I mean, when I have a question because you mentioned it. So when you got the DM, like,
mhm.
did you think it was a scam at first, or
I
were you
did.
just kind
I
of
really did.
like,
Yeah,
I was like, WWE, it was in my request, the request
uh-huh.
part, and I was like, WWE? no way. There's no way. And then I didn't even I didn't I was like, "This can't that can't be. I'm just gonna go about the day." Like, I had a college class at the time. I was like, "Let me go to class really quick, and then Imma come
Right.
back and see what this is all about." And matter of fact, it was, like, actually the recruitment page and
Wow.
everything. I was like, "Oh my god, this is real. Like, this
Yeah.
is oh my god."
While you were in class, were you still kind of thinking about it, or were you just kind of like, ah, no, let me just
Well, it
because like you said, you weren't sure. So
it was definitely in the front of my mind. I was like, "It can't be. It can't," and, like, it was just
Mhm.
like, "It's a scam. It can't be." Like, that was my first initial thought until, like, I actually opened the message and read it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the serious biz. Like, this is it. This is
wow.
not a scam."
Yeah, well, but I mean, kudos to you though, because the fact that you took the chance, you did it, because we hear based on the conversations that we've had with other talent that that the tryouts are no joke. You know what I mean? Like they make or break folks based on what we've seen, through documentaries, through television, and then through actual word of mouth of people that have been there. So
Yes.
kudos to you for actually pushing through because I think, probably after the first hour, I would have been like, maybe I'll just continue watching. I won't, you know what I mean? So that's amazing.
Thank you. I always like a challenge. I'll never say no to a challenge. So it was definitely
Oh,
challenging, and I think that's another reason why I love this, like, what I'm doing now is it's so outside of my comfort zone that, like,
mm,
that's how you grow. You have to be uncomfy you have to be comfortable getting uncomfy. So,
right.
I think that's it's so outside of the comfort zone that I was in that I was like, "Okay, I'll never back down from a challenge," and I fell in love with it. I'm so grateful that I'm doing it now.
Hey, nice. That's beautiful. Okay, so then going back to the tryouts, right?
Mhm,
Saying that like a challenge and you like to challenge yourself and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation.
mhm.
What else would you say that these tryouts, taught you about yourself or made you realize that something that you didn't realize before?
Ooh, okay. Let me see. About myself or what I didn't realize before. That I could do it, like, I guess with, that sounds very cliche, I suppose. Uh, I guess with pole vaulting, like, it was just like, let me just take a giant stick, run with it as fast as I can, plant it in the ground, and see how high I could fly, right? But when it
Yeah.
came to, like, um it was just the tryout was just so much cardio and just like the like, it's breaking you down or promos, like the take the microphone, everyone's watching, speak about yourself, and I was like, "Ah, okay." And, it's just again, it's like, you know, I could do it. It was like a good, like, wake-up call, like, "I think I like this. I think I could definitely do this. I could do it."
Okay.
Well,
I
Mhm.
well,
like that. Very nice.
yeah, I mean, it's not cliche at all because it's sometimes you need that little bit extra to kind of give you that kind of belief. So it's a good shot. Um,
Thank you.
okay. All right. So you are not the first person that we've had that's trained under Gangrel. We've heard, a lot of good things about it. So we've asked this question before, and the answer's been different. But what is the one thing that he taught you that you carry into every match?
So, I would say there's 2 things that he always says. 1, the journey's the jewel, right? The jewel is not the end destination. The journey is the jewel. So appreciate every moment. The good, the bad, the highs, the lows, everything about it is that's the story. So that always sticks with me every single and that like even on everyday life, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, the journey's the jewel. Like that's
Right.
There you go. That's right.
and always trust your training. Trust your training. Trust your training.
Wow.
So when I'm in a match, I trust my training. I know um, you know, when it comes to everything, like, I'm trained well. I believe in myself. My coach believes in me. Trust my training. And always the journey
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I feel like Ingrell needs to like make a shirt, a CCW shirt that says that because Ruthie said that, Nikki said that, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, the journey is the jewel. That's pretty cool,
Mhm.
right? And as we were sharing before, right, about our journey with the podcast,
Exactly.
behind the scenes, it's like, yeah, we get that. We totally understand that. But he needs to make a shirt like ASAP.
Oh, definitely. But having him as my coach is absolutely amazing. Like he as an athlete, he is so passionate about this. And as an athlete,
Yeah.
how can I not absorb that passion? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to call him my coach. That's all I could say. You know?
Oh, yeah, we love that. That's awesome. Uh, okay, Kristen. So then take us back to your debut. Okay. Walk us through that. What were the nerves like?
Oh my
How
god.
did it like how did it compare to your expectations? Like because and you know how it is in our mind, it's like, okay, it's gonna go this way, I'm gonna do this, but then reality hits and it's like, oh no. Like walk us through that.
Oh god. So my first match, I was like going through cycles the whole day prior to the show. It was like, oh my god, I'm nervous, and like, oh, I got it, I'm fine. And then I'll be like really chill, mellow, like it's all good. And they'll be like, ah, I'm nervous again. I'm about to do this. And it was just going through like this series of cycles. And then I'm on the other side of the curtain and I hear my music. I'm like, well, there's no going back now. Like, I got to do it. I can't run. This is it, man. I'm in it. And, honestly, my first match was with NVIDIA at a breakout. And, I trusted my training, and
Hey.
I think it went pretty well. I mean, for a first match, it's a first match, but there
Yeah.
was obviously, um, you know, room for improvement, but I was just going through the cycles and nervous, and then I got by and it's almost like when I went through the curtain, I was like, I got, and
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
competitive mode on. I'm in it to win
Right.
now, so.
Well, being that you had that competitive, as a pole vaulter, I mean, you clicked into your mode, into like, no, all right, I'm on now. Like this is what I'm trying. This is what I've trained for. This is what I've been practicing for. It's time.
Yes. Yeah,
So
that
that
definitely
makes
did
that
help,
makes
I can
complete
tell you
sense.
that. Previously with, like, the whole cycles, I was like with college athletics, I was like, "I performed in front of people before. I've done this before." It may be in a different way, but I've done it. It's
You
you know
try to rationalize it the best way you can to
Exactly,
yourself.
exactly. I was like, "This is nothing new. You've done this stuff before. You've been on a stage before. It's just a different one, but, like, you've done something like this before." And then, like, in pole
Wow.
vaulting too, like, there's, like, a way to, like, get the crowd engagement in with you. Like, if you start clapping, like, the whole arena will start clapping and everyone's watching you.
There you
And
go.
then there's, like, that pressure of, like, "Well, I better not, knock the bar now, everyone's watching." So I was like, "I've done this before. I know I could do it. I know I could do it. I know I could do it."
Nice.
Wow. That's so awesome. Oh man. All right, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kristen, how would you describe Kristen Blaze to someone who's seeing you as a competitor for the first time? Like, how would you describe it? So, like, they haven't seen you, and you're just like, okay, let me tell you. Like,
First I'd say sassy, there's
I love it.
Yes.
there's
Okay, I
some
love it. Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
there is some attitude there, very sassy. But I feel like the moment the bell rings, it's just like fiery, like charisma, like aggressive, and um, yeah, it's still sassy, confident, overly confident, maybe.
Nice. Nice.
Especially if the little
Dig it.
dancey dance comes in. Yeah, it's
I was about to say the little yeah.
start dancing over the
Oh,
opponent. That's
nice.
Sassy, overly confident, sassy attitude, fiery, and aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, the 1% of the 1%. I mean, that makes sense. You gotta be sassy and cocky and just ready to dominate, you know?
Yes.
Not, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
And it's so funny because in speaking to you now, like so candidly, you're like very like, sweet and like it's
And
just like that's it's two different people.
You're really freaking Eddie out right now. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't know what to do.
I said, "This is not the Kristen Blaze that I know."
And the next time he sees you in the ring, he's gonna be like, "I can't believe she would do that."
But again, it's like, the moment I go through the curtain, I'm like, "All right, sure, game on." Like, This is
Right.
it, this
Yeah.
is
See?
it, and then
Well, that's
the sassiness, attitude comes out.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a testament to you and your craft and you being a professional that you are, is that that is the true opposite side of what you're giving us. And you do that fantastically as well. So much so that you are the champ.
Thank
So
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. See, you went from this to thank you. Oh, that's awesome. We love that. So, okay, then, Kristen, let me ask you something because, the 1% of the 1%, you are an elite athlete. Like, with that same frame of thought, what do you feel in your craft, in your game, is already elite or perfect or like, you own it? And what part of your overall do you feel like still needs a little bit more sharpening or a little bit more like attention?
Ooh, okay. Are we talking, like, moves wise or just like,
Anything, promo, moves, entrance, whatever.
um, I feel like improvement wise, I feel like my promos, they've gotten better, but there's room for improvement in everything, right? Like, I
Of
can
course.
improve everywhere, and I'm, like, such a person, like, I want everything perfect sometimes to the point,
mm,
but I would say where I need improvement is definitely, in the promo side of things. That's
Okay.
where, main focus is. Hmm, that I own, that's a good question because I feel like, I'm always striving to get better and better and better, so I feel like, you know I don't know if I wanna say, like, I own something because I always wanna make it better. I mean, that dancey dance, I could say that.
well, I mean, they see they
I mean, that
then
dance
that's
is
the answer.
perfect.
Then that's the answer. That's the answer. I mean, or you can own the fact that you're striving to get better, that you're always gonna strive to get better.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, I will
That's
I'm owning the fact
yeah,
that
yeah.
I will always want to improve. That was a very good
See?
question, though. That was a very good
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only reason why we ask it is because we had someone recently on that they were like, "Yeah, no, I love everything I do. I don't need to improve on anything." So I was just like, "Okay,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
we
Like,
like
okay.
that question."
yeah.
I was like, all right. I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, let's go. Like, sounds like it. Look, if you believe it, then great. Like,
Let's get it.
yeah. So,
Well, that's
all
awesome.
right. So,
Yeah.
well, so going back to the your being an athlete, the pole vaulter,
Mhm.
what was the toughest transition in terms of going from college athlete, where you have the stadiums where, like you said, you can get the fans involved. Some people do, some people don't. To being a wrestler now, where you have to get them involved. You need that energy. What was the biggest uh most difficult part of that transition?
Yeah.
I would say, oh my gosh. Okay, that's another good question, guys.
We're,
Gee.
we're firing them off at
Yeah,
you. Sorry.
firing them off. Okay, the most difficult part of that, hmm, learning to kind of, like, let go, realizing nothing's going to be perfect, and
Mhm.
always, like, the crowd's always there, so, like, interact, like, listen to what they're popping for, like, or listen to what they're liking, or if somebody says, "Oh, like, do it again," like, always, like,
Right.
it's they're there, like, we're here to, um, you know put on a performance, entertain. If people are coming and, some people are trying to, like, forget forget everything and just sit there and, and watch and forget everything that's going on in their life, so and get lost in the moment, shall we say. So another
Yeah.
thing that, coach always says is, meaningful moves make moments, right? So, make
Mm,
moments with the crowd, interacting with the crowd, learning to, like, let go of, like, everything needs to be perfect, everything needs to be perfect, and just create a moment within the ring with the audience, with your, opponent, with the ref, everything. I think that would be the answer, I would say.
yeah.
Creating
Yeah,
Nicely
I mean,
said.
so,
right?
you've gotten better at reading the crowd and being able to kind of see what they want and give more
Yeah. Letting
or
go,
less, depending on what
being
it
more
is.
in the
Yeah.
being more in the present and, like,
Yeah.
listening to to what, like, what they're liking, what they're not liking, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, good. That's good, and interaction is, especially with the crowd, is so important because, um, that's mainly the reason why I tell Ariel this all the time, that I like to go to the independent shows, because if you take me out of the moment and just lock me in to the story that you guys are telling in the ring,
Mhm.
and I genuinely believe you that you're this, hellacious heel or babyface or whatever, your role is at that point in time. And then once the bell rings and it's over and like I'm back to reality, I was like, wow, they they took it to the next level. They knocked it out of the park. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
and that's why I was telling Ariel, this is why we were so excited to bring you on, because the level of work that, like you always say, there's always room for improvement, but uh, basically how far you've come in your wrestling journey, my goodness, impressive,
Thank you.
Kristen. Like, honestly.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. I feel like I just started and debuted and I blinked and a year's gone by already. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, that brings me to my next question.
Mhm.
Being that you were named Rookie of the Year at CCW, and now you are the new CCW Women's Champion. Obviously, we touched on this earlier, but we're hoping to get a little bit more of a deeper, detailed response. But now that you're the champion, does that motivate you more, or does that add any additional pressure? And can you walk us through the emotions that you experienced that moment? And what were you feeling? And how intense were the emotions between you and your opponent at that point in time? And what did that moment truly mean to you? And when did it become real? Sorry, it's a loaded question,
That is
but
Yeah, man.
whoa, okay, so,
That's a lot. I forget where you started. No, I'm kidding.
um, okay, well, first, like, I guess taking the title, right? At first, I was just it was just, an overwhelming sensation, like, because I was with Nikki, like, and again, she's a great athlete. She's a great competitor. She's again a force of nature. And,
yeah,
having that moment with her was like truly special for me. Um, like I will always remember that. Like, I guess everybody remembers their first title or like where they win it, or like everything. And that is like a special moment between that Nikki and I had, and I think that's a great. I'm very grateful for that moment. I keep on saying grateful, but it was just full of gratitude and just like hearing
yeah.
everybody's interactions, whether it was a whole lot of boos or cheers, because I am a heel. So it was just like, but hearing the the everything, like hearing the sounds around me is kind of like a tunnel vision, but like I heard everything at the same time, and I was like, wow, I will never forget this moment, like, it was just,
Right.
gratitude and happiness and, going up on the ropes, holding it over my head, it was just that's that's a moment I will not forget.
Man, that's
Man.
beautiful.
And to
Yeah.
That's
to part 2 of the question.
yes, but but no, no, there was like seven parts. There was like you got to do like six more things. No, I'm kidding.
If it makes me more motivated or pressured, I would say even more motivated, again, like I feel like it's something in my nature where, I always have to strive to, never settle, always get better, always get better, always get better. And, like, yes, does, having the title create pressure? Absolutely. Because I have to maintain the
Mhm.
title. You know what I mean? I have to defend
Right,
Yeah.
it.
right.
Absolutely, that holds pressure. But that's also like a whole lot of motivation. Like, I need to get better. I need to up my game now. I think that's the competitive side of me coming out, but so it's more of a motivation now, more than anything.
That's a clip right there. That's going on IG, all the
That's
social
it.
medias right there.
That's it. That's it. There's one of the shorts. Yep. Okay. So I never normally do this. We usually tend to stick on to the script,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna do we have these curveball questions that we sometimes have, and I'm gonna throw one of those in on these spots right now, just because I'm enjoying this interview with so much. You're very engaging. You're very
Yeah.
captivating. You
Oh, I
are, yeah, no, you are. So instead of going with the rest of your style, let's talk a little bit more about you as a person and the way your mindset works. And just it's a really cheesy kind of a question, but if your wrestling style had a theme song,
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you're wrestling, right? Exactly. See, like, what would it be? Or like,
Goodness, there's so many to choose from. Oh, God. Okay, okay. If
okay,
because I feel like there's, like, different parts of my
Yeah.
like, of everything. Um,
okay.
I would say my entrance, if I were to put a song to that, it would be "Conceited" by, oh my god, who sings that song? Oh my gosh.
Conceded.
Oh my goodness, who sings that song? It's that song, it's like, "I'm conceited, I got a reason." You know that one?
Yeah.
I
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
but, like, that's, like, I guess
Don't
because, like,
forget
I
the
like the
artist, but yeah.
sassy and attitude, and then, Fergie, a lot of Fergie songs, like London Bridge especially, just, like,
Uh,
the attitude with that. I feel like
Yeah,
Fergie
like
kinda
mhm.
I grew up with, like do you guys remember that one, like, the iPod when it first came out, and it had, like,
yeah.
the first one with the music videos and everything? So,
Mhm.
my
Mhm.
older sister had it, but I tend to snatch it a lot as a kid. And he was like, it was Fergie's London Bridge. I was like I had to be like 5, 6, 5 to 8 years old, and I was like, "Okay." Like, and it was just like so I think that, she kind of shapes the attitude or whatever. I feel like there's so
Okay.
many songs, but when I'm in ring, oh goodness, I ca okay, for right now, I'll leave it to those 2, and then if I think of something
Yeah.
else
I'll tell you what. You come back, we'll do this again.
okay,
We'll revisit, and we'll
okay,
see
yes.
if anything has kind of come up or changed.
'Cause, like, honestly, like, I kind of do listen to those songs beforehand to help me get into the attitude and everything, like, that I need to be
Right.
in, or, like, that helps me get into, Kristen Blaze and everything. So, like, to get the
Yeah.
sassiness and everything, I will, like on my way to the venue, I'm like, "Alright," like, I'm listening to this, like,
Right.
I'm jamming out in the car. Um
I mean, Fergie makes sense though. I can see that. You just, in the back and you're just like, first class. Nah, nah, nah," like
no,
you just,
exactly.
you just rocking it.
When I come to the club, step aside. Like
That's it, yeah.
There you
That's
go.
I mean, that
yeah.
makes sense. That works on every level.
So, yeah, I would
Yeah.
say those 2 for right now. If I think of anything else, I'll throw that in. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So then, all right, Kristen, I'm gonna throw a curveball now because every time Ariel does it, I got to do one because it's not fair. It's uneven. You know what I mean?
Alright, let's
I start a precedent. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. But what is something about Kristen Blaze that the fans wouldn't would never expect? Like share something like that.
something about Kristen Blaze that fans will never expect. In what ways, shall I say?
Just whatever you're willing to share.
Hey, 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 hey now.
Um, uh, fans won't ex
Yeah,
well,
that took a left turn.
I I mean, I think I could answer this question pretty well for her right
okay,
now.
let's hear it. You might have an
I
answer for me.
I think just how separate you are from the persona that you portray in the ring.
Okay, I
The
was
one
gonna
percent
say
of the one
something like
percent.
that.
Yeah, yeah, you are. Like I said, you're endearing, you're engaged, like you are down to earth. You are nothing but sweet and humble, and like. And I'm sorry to use words. You're adorable. It's just been adorable. Like, it's been so nice to talk to you. Like it's just, so that's me answering for you, and I'm sorry,
No,
but I feel like after
okay, that's the answer
the past.
because I agree.
Seconded.
I
Cosign,
concur.
cosign.
Yeah, so my answer to that question is that, I would say, my personality outside of what you said.
That's too much.
Love it. Love that.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
and she's funny too. Good job, Kristen.
listen,
You're
this is
hysterical.
no, you're
And that
as
one
I said. See that we're
And
gonna
that
keep
one
adding. We
too.
seem to keep adding. All right. Well, Krista, we are at the bottom half of our staple question sandwich,
Mhm.
which is kind of a bummer because, like I said, I'm enjoying this interview and you're absolutely fantastic. So before I even ask the question, I do want to extend an invitation. Whenever you'd like to come back, please feel free to do so. Now, in terms of the bottom of the staple question sandwich, it's a very. I mean, you've probably been asked this question before if you've done it. If not, you probably heard it.
Mhm.
Dream match.
Dream match.
Give us a legend in a dream match and a current wrestler for you? I mean, because we're assuming, the venue is going to be a major pay-per-view for, a major company. I mean, I'll say it, Mania, like we're assuming it's that for the women's belt, and is there a fun stipulation? Is there like a ladder match or something like that? But one legend and one current, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Um, Bianca Blair is definitely one of them. I think our strengths highlight each other, you know? And we
Mhm.
have similar background stories. Why not? Like, how could I not? She was a
Yeah.
and she's the EST. I'm the 1% of the 1%. I think that's like a little I like that too, that little ad. I would say definitely Bianca Belair and goodness, Mickey James.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
good, man. These choices.
We haven't heard that one before. That's a good
I
one.
know,
Yeah,
I just
Mickey
I
Nice.
like
James.
her I like her hybrid style, you know what I mean? And, she's just it's always a pleasure to watch her, so definitely
Yeah,
Mickey James. That's my answer for that one.
Nice.
yeah,
Solid. That's
yeah.
great.
To be honest with you, out of all, all the women that came through the women's evolution and like, y- I can't find the words, but basically what I'm trying to say is, out of all the female wrestlers that came through WWE, I feel like Mickey James is the epitome of everything you look for in a female superstar because she has the look, she is incredible in the ring, charisma, and for you guys to have that, dream match because that's what, we see in you. We're just like, you're like the total package. I mean,
Thank you.
it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? At this point, we wouldn't be surprised if a year from now we hear that Kristen Blaze has, gotten a tryout or has been
Mhm.
signed over here or over there because the way that you're moving is just incredible. So it makes sense why you would pick somebody like Mickey James because that competition factor right there, it's gonna click and it's like five-star match. I already want to see it. I want to see it already.
I do too. No, yeah, she's great. She's a legend, and like everything you said, she is the epitome of a woman's wrestler, like an absolute legend. She's an inspiration, so
Yeah, it's a good choice. Yeah, yeah. Now, before we conclude, Kristen, I wanted to ask you for something, right? I mean, obviously, we already asked for your time, but so I have become friends with Little Kane out in South Florida. We do a lot of talking and stuff like that. And every time I see him post something, it's always number one fan, Kristen Blaze, Kristen Blaze, Kristen Blaze, number one fan. So I'm just gonna put you on the spot a little. If you had to give like a special message to Little Kane right now that the world could see, what would it be?
I appreciate all the love and support. That's true 1% energy right there.
Hey, there you go. Oh man, no, but
No, but
honestly, Kristen, like this has been fantastic. You are truly, truly, truly incredible. A sweetheart, like Ariel said.
Thank you.
Totally surprised because again, I've met you and seen you through your work, so I'm like, oh man, is that sassiness going to come through? But no, it was the complete opposite. Just sweet and just very just forthcoming and just lovely. Overall, just lovely. And we are truly grateful for having you on and you giving us the time to be able to get to know you.
And I'm truly
absolutely.
grateful for you guys
Absolutely.
having me. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
Kristen, real quick, this we want to give you a chance to let all of our
Mhm.
primos and primas and all of our listeners know exactly where we could find you on socials, on YouTube, if there's a specific match that anyone should be looking for. Please, we want to open the floor up to you because this isn't just about us. This is, of course, about you and the championship that you rightfully have
Thank
earned.
you.
So please let us know where the people can find you.
Instagram, Twitter. For right now, those are my main two, and it will be both Kristen Blaze.
At Kristen
Okay.
Blaze, no underscore, nothing.
No underscore.
Okay, cool. That works. All
Please.
right. All right.
what
Well,
When you're the 1% of the 1%, that's all you need is your name.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
makes
I'm
That's
sense.
all.
mostly honestly, I need to, like, up my Twitter game, or should I say X? Twitter. It's always gonna be
Hmm.
Twitter.
It's
Right.
still
It
Twitter.
is
It's
always gonna
still
be
Twitter.
Twitter.
It's still
But
Twitter.
I'm mostly my main one right now is Instagram, but I need to get better with Twitter. But Kristen Blaze,
Yeah.
that's there.
That's it. Well, you're definitely going to give it a follow right after this. So
Why,
I'll
thank
tell you
you.
Yes.
that right now.
Yes.
Thank you guys
Kristen,
so much.
once again, you have been fantastic. We are looking forward to reconnecting, a year from now when you tell us that you got signed. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, again, just a
When you're
matter of
too big
time.
to
God
talk to
willing.
us. When you're too big to talk to us anymore, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
please. I would
And then also we will see you, well, in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll see you
That's
guys
right.
in Vegas.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right.
Kristen, thank you so
Thank
much.
you
We
guys
really
so much for
appreciate it. Thank
having
you so
me.
much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care, Kristen.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Go ahead, Ariel. Just say it. Go
Ah.
ahead.
No, you know what? I say it every time, and now it's like if the words are hollow because she was fantastic.
Yes, she
She's a
was.
doll, man. She was great. She was what a I mean, just vibrant and fun, and just that was a pleasure. That was an absolute pleasure. She's lovely. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. She's, and a lot of insight because, like we said, we got to learn that she's not that heel and that 1% of the 1%. That she is quite just down to earth and funny, and was able to go along with two guys who just wanted to chat
Yeah.
wrestling. You know,
She did incredible. Yeah, no, I was just more so surprised because the thing about, meeting some of these folks is that, um, the way that sometimes the character work is just so good that you tend to believe that that's who they are when you actually have a conversation with them.
right?
But man, I mean, from like you said, the 1% of the 1% heel Kristen Blaze, the one that tells the crowd to shut up and does her little dance, and to see this, like, to your words, adorable, lovely, such
Mhm.
a sweet person in her
Yep.
response, and very grateful, very gracious
Yep.
of the opportunities that have come our way, and grateful for the training and everything that comes with it. It just we when we hear stories like this, it truly makes us excited because now we get to enjoy the journey with her. Now we get to see her,
Yep.
get to the next level, and that's what I'm looking forward to because she's gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I mean, a year in and she's already got the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl's destined. So, and if she's got, I mean, she knows what it takes. She's got the work ethic. That's, she was the pole vaulter in college, so she has that in her. I think, yeah, sky's the limit, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. Bueno, primo, let's go and take this opportunity to go ahead and thank all of our primos and primas, our listeners, everyone that loves and supports us, that checks us out, that reshares and retweets, and just all the things, all the aboves, all the things, all the things, all the things,
All the things.
yeah,
All the things. All the things.
all the things, right? But overall, you can find us where? Where could they get all this?
Primosforlife.com. www.primosforlife.com. Go to primosforlife.com. Find the listening platform or preferred viewing station, whatever you like. When you arrive there, please hit the smash, follow, whatever, notifications, thumbs up. Comments. Please leave
Yes.
comments.
Yeah.
Comments are fantastic. We love reading them. They're the best. It's always fun to interact with you guys back and things along that line. So please, anyone, you've heard me say before, and I will happily say it again. If there's something you guys want to chat with us about, please feel free to contact us on Instagram or once again, primosforlife.com, and you can go to anything there. Contact us if you want to talk about something, an episode, a wrestler, an interview that we did. Please feel free. We're here. We want to do this. This ride's great. It's always better when we know you're along with us. These numbers keep going up and up and up, and hopefully, especially after an interview like this with a champion, Miss Kristen Blaze, who once again, thank you very much. We can continue this ride and keep growing. So please, we need that help. We love you guys for it. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
Yes. Muchísimas gracias. Bueno, como siempre, we will see you when we see you.
We will see you. Good night, guys.
Take care.